No aguacate. I don't like aguacate. So I'm gonna call you MXC, your YouTube name. You know, to not dox you or nothing. So how long you been living here in the Jersey City area?
Born and raised in Jersey City, so I've been here all my life.
Okay, nice. And for those of you that don't know, MXC is Dominican. Your parents are like straight immigrants from DR, right?
Oh yes.
Okay. And what part of DR is your family from?
My father's from Barahona and my mom's from Puerto Plata.
Oh, so that's like opposite ends of the country, right?
But both beautiful beach places.
Yeah. I finally got the chance to go to Barahona on my last trip in 2019. I had never been to like the south side over there, so that was nice. I've been to Puerto Plata like once, but that was years ago. So what do you like about Jersey City, or how do you compare it to like New York City? Pros, cons of being out here?
New York has more crime because it's a bigger city. So it's more expensive. But
Yeah.
New York has a lot more social life. There's people who can't be without New York. My brother swore up and down he never wanted to leave New York, but he went to Hawaii.
To Hawaii, wow, that's a big difference.
A big difference.
Yeah. Okay. So how did you stumble onto, the little corner of YouTube that I'm on? How did you find my channel? Do you remember?
I don't know. You're very popular though.
Wow. I got a lot of haters too. I'm just saying.
You have a lot of haters, and we'll have another subject later on, I'll tell you. But anyway, yeah, because a lot of people, they want you either be far to the left or far to the right.
Yes, exactly.
You can't find a middle ground. You can't just be like the interviewer. And that's why I always say sometimes it's better just to ask questions. Don't make statements and stuff like that. Because people are always going to look for like, oh, no, you're this, you're that, you're that, you're this.
That's true. That's a good point. And I mean, when I do my interviews, that's pretty much what I do though. Like I pretty much just ask questions. I mean, I might throw in an opinion here and there, but when it comes to interviews, I try to maintain kind of like a neutral standpoint. But then, I mean, you've seen some of my videos where I'm actually talking about a particular subject, and especially when it comes to like Dominican issues, you already know how that goes online. The stuff that people put on Instagram. And then the stuff that people see on YouTube, and it's like people are looking at you to be either on this side or that side, and it's just a whole mess. What do you think about all the stuff going on social media as far as like Dominicans go, and like all this propaganda or whatever that people always talk about, or like
some girl got caught in a lie, and she made a comment on the internet. She's like, oh, finally a white Dominican president, and people hit her back was like, yo, Hipólito was white, and there was a whole bunch of them were white before her. And she said a comment, and what it feels to me and a whole bunch of other people, that she made a comment to fit in. That she made a Dominican comment against Dominicans to fit in with the anti-Dominican crowd, not knowing what she was talking about. And a lot of people have this anti-Dominicanness, but they really they're just hype. I mean, they just want to be anti-Dominican. They're just hype because they don't know.
But this is what I wonder, like, why though? Like, what have we done that makes people want to kind of come at us or talk crap? Like, what is it about us?
Check this out. People don't envy things they can't be, and they hate it. You gotta remember, look at New York City. You were just in the wood. We own a bunch of clubs. A bunch of clubs are straight Dominican. Like, not too many people have whole blocks of straight Dominican clubs, straight Dominican this, straight Dominican that. And a lot of people go there, they want to be down, and they feel like they're not included. ¿Me entiendes? So they envy that. It's kind of like where I live at, in Jersey City. A certain ethnicity was buying a lot of homes, so somebody made an attack on that ethnicity. It happened like 2 years ago, and there was anti-Semitism and stuff like that. Those people weren't doing nothing bad to anybody, really physically. They weren't harming people. They were just buying up property, and somebody got jealous and envious. People are gonna hate you. Haters are gonna hate. Players gonna play.
That is true. That is true.
It doesn't matter what you do, because think about it. Look at you. Tú eres morenita. I'm indiecito or trigueño or mulatto, whatever you want to call me. Dominicans don't call themselves a color. You know, because you're Dominican, because we come in so many colors.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. But some people want us this, they want that. I'm like, yo, can you just chill and just accept us for what we are? They
Yeah.
won't. Somebody in my job be like, oh, you consider yourself? Like, no, I consider myself just Dominican.
Yeah. That's something, I've tried explaining on my channel as well, especially when it comes to racial categorization and all that. Like, it's not very just black and white in other countries, or some people just don't care. They don't care to identify with their race. I mean, they'll, like, identify, quote unquote, with like a color, a skin color. Like, they'll call you, like you said, morenita, indiecito, trigueño, whatever, blanquita, but it's not really like a race. It's just how you look.
There's only one race, the human race. I mean, we all got the same DNA. DNA is like 1%, not even. It's like 0.003 something percent different in people. This very, very different. We're not different species. That's why people can. That's why you see a morenito with a blanca, or a white dude with a black girl, and they have kids together.
Yeah.
We're not different species. We're not even like animals that look totally different, and they're the same species.
Yeah. As far as the race stuff, man, it's BS for real, for real. That's
It's
all
just a
it
lot
is.
of people who have. I think they're frustrated. I had a discussion, and I said that certain people who even point out all that racism are the racist ones. They're always talking about I've met people who always talk about a race war and this and that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Most people who are of color live in the inner city. It's those people in the countryside who are Caucasian don't even think about you half of the time.
Good point. All right, well, I'm going to start wrapping this up. We are about to head somewhere else, I guess, and get drinks or whatever, and then I'm going to head back into the city. So,
Good luck finding parking.
Yeah. If I knew how to navigate, like, the train system or whatever, I would have just gotten a train, but I ain't from here, so I ain't trying to get lost. But anyway, hold on, let me flip the both of us. So, yes, we out here. So yes, I will definitely be making my way back up here. Not sure when, but eventually. All right, y'all. Peace.